Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be here on August 8th, 2022. And we are opening this amazing, my favorite gateway. And we're opening the universal heart in infinite love and flow. So this is going to be an amazing and intense journey together. And some of you may or may not have followed me for a while, but my name is Anjahlia, Marisa Sheehan, Anjahlia Kate Loy, and I call myself your favorite shaman. And I'm so honored to be here with you, and especially my own connection to the Lion people and the Lion's Gate. It draws such incredible energies and the truth of what has really been wanting to be purposed on this earth. And I think this Lion's Gate is going to be creating a change that will go inside of you and outside of you in your lives. And my own personal understanding of what's happening lately is that there's more and more of the kind of old irritations and gunk and displeased parts of ourselves, the negative aspects. They're really clearing faster and faster, so that what we need to do is start choosing on a very moment-to-moment level of what level of the new earth are we going to go and create now that we're becoming creator beings. So a lot of my work as a seer, a master seer, is to help you open your sight. And it's an insight inside and it's an insight outside, because everything is inside is also outside. And as we move into the higher dimensions, we'll not be so restricted and polarized. There will be that great breath of like Brahma. They're saying that the great creation breath that we have inside of us. I can feel all these amazing beings who are joining us, that there's a tremendous frequency that's ready to shift right now. I'm getting goose pimples, which is one of the ways I've found to find the truth. You listen to what resonates and you feel it from all the different levels of the senses of your body. Because it's going to be harder and harder to learn what is the truth, what's happening here in this ascension plan, right? We've been waiting for this, and I've been waiting, and I came here to this earth to help create heaven on earth. And I recently moved to a beautiful portal, and we'll be bringing in the juiciness of the divine feminine and the Sophia codes that are waiting for humanity as we're moving along our ascension path. And this is going to be a 90-minute journey. Mostly it'll be directly channeled, and I'll read you a little bit of our overlighting trinity is Mother Sekhtmet, the lion goddess from Egypt, but also Sirius and earlier, and Lord Annubis, the dog-faced god, Egyptian god, and also Serapis Bay, which he's bringing in his galactic nature. And so it'll be 90 minutes, but we'll have time afterwards. I'm going to do something I haven't really done before, is open it up for questions, feedback. I'll answer things, I'll channel things, just maybe 20 minutes, half an hour at the end. So if you want to stay on after that, it's fun to, those of you who are seers and who are channelers yourself, my job is to help get you into your light and out there doing your work. So it's fun for those that have received information during these journeys to share it, because it helps us realize that this expanded quality of ourselves is really here. And the more we understand that this is one of the ways that we start to unwind is by sharing these incredible enlightened and miraculous experiences that we are beginning to download more and more. So let's begin. So each year, you might know, or maybe you don't know, that this Lion's Gate isn't just special for this year. It's a constellation that comes around every year. And it's one of my favorite because it has this sense of the courage that is needed. And now more than ever, it seems to me that mean, we've been working and working for the ascension, but now it's really getting to be a point where we need to see some shifts in our lives. We need to see some shifts in our physical body. We need to really help this world and help it grow, because all the different industries based on greed and corruption have got to change. So our job is to do that, and we will build a group Merkaba, and as we journey together as a group consciousness, we'll be shape-shifting things. It's our birthright, right? So this webinar is about activating and opening your universal heart with the infinity universal energy of love, flow, receptivity, and giving. And we just came out of the end of July, a new moon at 5 degrees Leo, which initiated new life experiences and expressions. And this new moon is always a time for new beginnings or rebirths. And all the work I do is, I call it a cosmic shamanic work, because it's going through these different initiations, activations, rebirths, releasing trauma and moving into more spaciousness. So it's a place of opening into that which you really are. And this new moon in the Lion's Gate, it allows this opportunity for the courage I spoke of and the enthusiasm. And it's a great time to bring in new projects or leadership abilities or creativity or change jobs, really like begin to define yourself in a way that isn't created from the old earth, but is created from your own heaven on earth. And it's really important. It's not only important to continually ask, who am I? Who am I? But also, what is the life that I've come here to lead? And as we begin to do that, we will start to weave the new creation energies. And this is part of your birthright. So it's something that it's going to move from inside your own logo. And we are the bridge. So we've got to do the work to make this happen. So I'm going to read you my overlighting journey theme that I channeled for us when I first wrote this up with Mother Sekhtmet, Annubis, Serapis Bay. Mother Gaia is always working with us. And so I asked, what is our theme? And they told me, we will visit a parallel universe to open our heart doorways to a place of no control systems. Entering into this line allows for a miraculous new interpretation of the advancement of your personal and collective consciousness. We are reorganizing into a new form, the new human. Journeys of this level and frequency assist your DNA to recalibrate. We are cosmic astronauts orbiting a brave new world. Let us make it together from the finest threads of the Creator. Universal view, pranic frequency, and channeled wisdom from the creation mothers, ascended ones, and Mother Gaia. All righty. So I'm going to lead you through. I'll show you what a Merkaba is. If you haven't seen a Merkaba, this is a Metatronic Merkaba, and it's got the heaven triangle pointed downwards, bringing heaven to earth, the earth pyramid pointing upwards, and then it's a dodecahedron, so it's many-sided and highly reflective, and sacred geometry that also has the seed and flower of life held within it. So this is a seed, the seed of life. And what's great to visualize these geometries is that how are we going to go from this density, the 3 density, to the 5 and 6 density? We have to allow ourselves to become much more multidimensional, much more universal, and expand through the doorways of all the levels of our sacred geometry, basically. And it's not that hard to do, and it feels great. And you'll feel the shifts inside of you through the energy work that we'll be doing together. And so let's take a deep breath in and just send your heart beams to one another as we start to open the heart portal around us. And as I open the heart portal, I always begin to see the different masters and beings who are coming in all around us, as if we're being supported in a giant council with many levels of rings of support. And I like to call in a golden pyramid to come down around our sacred ceremony and earth it, anchor it, so it manifests in your body, in your life, with your family, with your lineage, and with the creations that you are involved in. And we ask for it to be sacred, protected, and deeply honored. And so now I'm also called to ask you to set a personal intention for the group of our group Merkaba, because as we are becoming a group consciousness, we also become a greater power of the divine. And it gives each of us our own purpose, that much more self-credibility, which is an important part of this lion courage, in the sense of developing and opening this universal connection that we're opening right now. It's beginning already to open up in these higher chakras. So allow yourself to use your breath and breathe into, in the center of your heart is your flame, your internal flame, which is the name of your original soul and your logo. And this is an eternal flame. It never goes out through all the different lifetimes. And as we keep breathing into it, I do a lot of burping to release things. So breathe into this flame that's your signature, but breathe into it as a universal signature, and breathe out through burps or any way you want to, or expressions, or sometimes tearing. Just letting go of that which is not you, not serving you, anything that clings to you, any old traumas and tragedies from the different falls of humanity's evolution here on Earth, the great golden ages. Good job. There's a lot moving. The other thing is important to drink water and have some water. And if you have a crystal, you can kind of harness some of the wisdom in your crystal. And I do this thing that's developed through spirit, as my hands are highly sentient, and they do things, not all the time, but often. And I learn to talk to them. And I like to share this because you might be the same. And it's important to know that there are others out there that are working in these kind of oddball creative ways. But then again, how can we be such an expanded being if we're just so shut down, really, is what they're saying. So in my left hand, which is the feminine principle, it's a held belief, not really hard, but it's tightly held. And I'm kind of threading through the needle with my right hand, the masculine principle. And we're working still with creating the group Merkaba and any limitations of our own beliefs that may be holding our group consciousness back. So there is a little element of suspending disbelief and just choosing for this 90-minute time to let go and know that the universe is a beneficial universe and that all those that are helping us only want the highest good. Oh, there we go. There's a lot of shift now. And there's a lot of frequencies coming in now with the elementals all around us, the Fae, the Elven. I work a lot with magical beings, but there's a lot of the connection with the earth showing up right now. Look, my hand opened up. Woohoo! And I've got goose pimples. So again, this is like a clue for me and for you that we're beginning to like attune, and the words that are said are coming through in a frequency by the masters and a little bit by me, but more like my higher self or presence. But we're beginning to swim. We're beginning to like conjure even in the best way possible. Like there's this moving right at the thymus chakra, which is the relationship chakra. It's moving through the disconnects and the shelteredness, the shut down, like the places where it's almost like the fear reverberates upon itself in an empty, hollow column of light. We don't know what that means, but we just breathe into it so it's honored. And any place inside you that resonates with that, you can ask it, is that my truth? Is that really what I'm here to believe? And then look, it's already beginning to breathe and open. And that's what I call shaman talk. And I love to be playful. We've had so much seriousness. Good. Everything is softening beautifully. You're doing amazing. Very good. They're showing me now an 8th dimensional, like octopus creation mother with like dark black, voidal kind of frequencies. We want to breathe into her again, like the shaman talk. You breathe into things with no judgment, no bigotry, I call it, because we don't know what these things are. And this is a way that we must proceed forward, because it's definitely the way to shapeshift. If you want to really shapeshift and shake up all the ground that you stand upon, then you come with that open heart that addresses things as they are, like way open. And this is, they're telling me right now, this is this universal heart, this universal alignment and attunement, because you don't know what kind of being that 8th dimensional octopus goddess is. So we're just opening that doorway now. And we just moved into, they keep calling it like a creatorship of 8th dimensional channelings. And some of you are really high channelers that are here in our webinar, and we're moving through some old shape-shifting hazards, they're calling it, places where in different time zones or different Akashic records, your survival was limited and confined. And it kept this connection, this realization of being a much higher dimensional being. It shut it down. And this, as we know, there has been many places where humanity has been shut down. So we want to gratefully open all those places that are ready to be accepted and opened. Good job. So they're having us go backwards in time. And I'm asking, where are we going backwards in time? So we're pre-Egypt. And an ark, a white ark, is coming to us right in the center of my vision. And my arms are open wide. So this ark, this white ark, it's moving right through my vision, and we are becoming encompassed by this. Basically, we're boarding this white ark of the covenant. And we're being given permission. And they say that each one of us has a deep, like I call it happy, sad desire to have a seat on this Ark of the Covenant, or whew, a lot of energy moving now. Feel this in your receptivity and transmission chakras at the ears, and in your knees and in your feet. This deep heart yearning, the sad, happy place. Go there, wherever that is in your thymus, I think. But it's this place that you wanted this, you yearned for this, and you know this. This is this knowing that I want to help you remember, to know from that deep place, and that resonates, and you know that you wanted that ticket, you wanted that seat, and you reserved it. And it has this place of the untold journey of the truth of humanity. There's so much we don't know. And there's a place that we want to go, they say. And it's as if there's trumpets being sounded by the Elohim and the Eloha, the archangels, the angels. A tribute is being laid before us, as now many vibrational frequency flowers are put down before the boat in the water. And it is like this ark, this boat, is coming out of the dark water. And we're at the crest, we're at the boat's bow. And part of our heart is singing. And it's an awakening that's moving inside of each of you, in the conscious, the unconscious, the realms of desire and longing. And we're moving more and more into the mystery, into the unknown. And I feel like this is a very big opportunity, and I'm going to sing with the mothers some light language just to help bring this sense of opportunity. And this is light language, and it's multidimensional. It's like the beginning of day or dawn. ngang ngang yang yang lang ma ratu matu. Almost like the beginning of creation, that first sound and the first songs of the birds. Ma alu ratu mahana alataya maha. Hello, 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 like the beginning of creation in Elysium, the Lion Kingdom. Hello, ma, hello, 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 mayu, hello, 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 hello. Hayu, ma, 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 hayu, maya, hayu, maya, hayu, maya. So we are on this journey already. In the beginning of time of this original civilization on the earth, Elysium, with the lion people, goddesses. And I see like an onyx pyramid in Bosnia. And it holds stores of untold wisdom. Annubis guards this, and these Akashic records. And I can feel the trajectory to other pyramids based on this earth. And you may find your heart going to one of these pyramids. And you may not even know where, but you feel that temple. And again, there's a vibrational coding. As we connect to the center of these pyramids in a sacred geometry, where there's a light beam, very bright, going up, 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 up into the solar temples, up through the central sun, the great central sun, the great central sun, and the seven suns, the solar father temples. Creation. And knowing, wisdom, capacity to learn, and to know yourself through your own divine attunement and light. A branch of you, of your lineage, is separating and releasing that was desperate or unfortunate on the feminine side. Letting go of trauma. Letting that go through your bodies, through your cells, through the blood, through the DNA. Meow 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 So this light is now moving down through your soul star, your crown chakra, your master eye, your brow chakra, through the pineal gland, through the right and left chakras at your ears of transmission and receptivity, through your throat, your thymus, your endocrine system. If you feel like tapping anything on your body, it's a great way to help release things. Thymus is very important for many reasons. If it's a relationship chakra, it connects us to this like Christ crossed inside of ourselves. And it's the holy relationship, they say. And the Sarah, the daughter, granddaughter, Sophia. And they're saying the Sophia codes marking a miracle. That we are coming to an age of miracles. Woo, that's really, can feel it in the back of your occiput, especially on the right side of the brain. All the way down through the legs, really a lot of vibrating now in the feet. And they're saying that we're repurposing old engineering, like refabricating it, rejuvenating it, restoring it. And now we're moving to the solar plexus. And just breathing into any heaviness in your esophagus or in your coping abilities, especially if anybody is fragilely connected to their emotional bodies. We're just gently, like almost like sweeping and cleansing and cleaning these, they're saying like a ganglion of overly sensitive, fearful, tentative, disconnecting disconnecting to the umbilicus. Okay, now we're talking. So this is almost like something outside of us that has possibly, or is leaving something that wasn't of you. But now it's moving down, moving into the hara and into the navel. And we're opening up a universal connection here to the umbilicus. Your umbilicus that goes to our mother, the great mother, Mother Gaia Ma. Ooh, there we go. She's like, let us recharge, divine children. Reach out to me. Find what you need from me. It will all be here for you. It is a new day. Hold on to what is yours and only yours. That your signature is holy. You are a cantor, a songster, a songstress. And capable of igniting the masses. So now we're receiving from Mother Gaia receptivity and the purpose that you came here to reclaim. The purpose of this journey. It's to break through a veil wall, to dust off these doorways. As two golden doorways shine brilliantly before you. Brilliant gates of gold fanning you, accelerating you as your own wings, your angelic and archangelic wings begin to flutter, moving with the wind outside. This begins to create a place of calm where no interference may convene. Protection, they say. Beyond. A protection of your sight, your awareness, that which you draw to you, coming into you, to your receptivity, bringing back the Sarah, the Saphira, the archangelic. Truth and blessing. As your wings now expand and open, creating a level of universal view and freedom. I'm going to fan you with my eagle feather. Given to me by my brother. Oh, mama, oh, ayu, ayu. And now as we are looking from the universal perspective, look down and see what you see. Oh, yalalu, yalulu, yayu, yali. I see a triple Trinity mountain. The Trinity goddess. It is grounding in the earth. It is red in color. Oxides, iron oxides. And it attunes to all those places on the earth that are full of iron oxides. Uluru, Sedona. So many places. The dirt of Elysium. A great quiet comes over us now as we shift into a different frequency. Out of want and need to this restorative, seventeenth dimension creation, fluidity. Mother Sekhtmet joins us now. Her head in your head, with a magical amulet at her brow and her hair plaited in Egyptian braids. A cobra serpent flanges out on her brow. Her temple behind her. Connecting through sacred geometry to many other temples, to the waterways underneath the temples. To Annubis in the great temple at Giza. and the Sphinx before the temple at Giza, the pyramid. We go in a corridor in the left paw, the left front paw of the Sphinx, a doorway, a corridor into the icy crystalline water beneath the Sphinx. To an unknown doorway. Where Toth awaits us. Let us bow and honor Toth, Sekhtmet, the Sphinx, Annubis. And let us ask if we may all enter this sacred passageway with Toth in this temple. There are two Annubis-like beings on either side of this gateway. Formidable. So let us bow and honor them as guardians. Go into your innocent, pure hearts and send your heartbeams to these guardians. If it is an alignment for us to enter on our journey. They're holding great spears across one another to block our entrance. Until they have made their assertion of our worthiness. And they see that each of us has this ticket to the seat on the White ARk of the Covenant. And they bow their heads to us and know the truth inside of us. Know that we are kin and have kinship. As old tales and legends have been told. We have come on this special astrology to reunite our kin, our lineages, our portals that we live in, and the children of the future. That they may be free, exalted, and full of wisdom. So they face us now and have opened this entranceway. We move into the Halls of Amenti, a great privilege. Toth on the left, raising his arm to say, move, come in, move forward. And we are being positioned around a great fountain, very white, etheric, and many levels of this fountain flowing out of the top and into other basins and eternally flowing. Inside is the lemniscate, the figure of 8. We are guided to draw our hands and put them in the water to receive these watery teachings. In this 17th dimensional part of our being. We are guided to move our hands in the lemniscate, the figure 8. Wo Mao Jiao. In the water or above. And as we do that, golden light is being like manufactured out of the white, silvery light. Buh. 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 Bah. Bah. Bee. Bah. Ba body. Letting go of control devices, anything overhearing us or interfering with us has no hold here. We are vibrating to create a new level. Of these creation codes to ignite ourselves and others, the land we live on, the waters, the nourishment, the salt, the crystal. It is like we are a rattle, rattling this and shaking this up, but not only up, but in us, within us. It's like shaking off the density, the ignorance. The separation. Great. Moving your arms or anything you feel, I totally want you to activate, activate, activate. Resonate, resonate, resonate. Sensate, sensate, sensate. Experience, experience, experience. They're sharing that you are like a harp. You are a sacred, holy instrument. And it's as if we're making snow angels or opening up the different doorways of chakras, different trumpets, especially right at the heart. At the left and right passageways of the heart. To this galactic attunement now. And that we stand as these beacons around this fountain with beacons of golden light shining down through us, through our pillar, through the whole of our chakra system. Now into the consecration of the dreaming womb, the womb of infinity. The infinite womb of creation. We're moving through the control chakras at the left and the right hips. Opening up the Amrita gateway at the sacrum. It opens this new level of receptivity to this exalted frequency that we intuitively trust and know and want to anchor, came here to anchor a type of innocence that illuminates by sheer presence. Now your hands are glowing as if they are fiery torches. Your feet are open as if fiery torches on the earth. And we call in this courage now, this creatorship that is virgining upon birth now. Your solar hemispheres, these discs of sun, vibrating wider, higher, lighter, more and more golden, more and more reflective, and an ancient face upon this sun disk, breathing into, who am I? Here you are, we say. Here you are. The doorway's open now. Many blessings are streaming through and to you. The Holy Mother's here, the Egyptians. Activating, we are, as we sing to you. Many of you are transforming into different white magical beings. Not one only, but there may be one specifically to you. So bow and honor this white, special, spectral being. And send your heart beams to it and ask it to send its heart beams to you. And ask it to receive, that you will receive the wisdom that it has brought for you in divine timing and alignment to your path ahead. And just ask it, what is its highest desire for you as the emissary, the human counterpart, the bridge of the new human? What is it that is wanted from this being for you to do, to be, to receive, to accept, to share, to lead? Oh, Maduye, Maduye, Madu, Maduye, Ayuma, Ayumaye, 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 Ayumaye. Oh, yo, 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 yo. Hi, ay, 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 oh, yo, yo, yo. Ay, 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 yo. A beacon you are. Now our beloved Toth brings a ledger, a book for you. It is opened to a page specifically for you. And you read this etherically from a deep knowing within you. You can put your hand on it, or any way you feel intuitively to connect to that message, that wisdom, that teaching, and be in a state of gratefulness as you receive And we ask that it recedes to you in the exact attunement and timing for your path in this now moment and ahead. Something that helps you to ground or anchor, something that is of the earth, something to manifest. Now, white serpent comes. I think it's my white serpent. I haven't seen her in a long time. And she's bringing a gemstone, kind of like regurgitating it out of her mouth into your hand. Each one of you receiving a different tone, a different color, something that's a gem that's special to you. And each of you has this. She's giving it back to you, returning it. She says she's been hiding it, keeping it safe, so it could not be tarnished. And now there is a giant diamond above over our heads, and it's shining into each of you. Opening a new pathway, like a spiral staircase. And it's also a teaching from our Merkaba, our ship of light. And now there's also that happy sadness coming as we realize we are in this ship of light that is a sacred ship of light, that we've been here before together. We carry something that we have promised to bring forth, and that we will find the courage. We will do this job. We will be the torches, the lights, the gems, the emanations. And we will enjoy it as we bring forth joy in the co-creation, the release of all imprisonment into an ecstatic place of open doorways. The promise, the open gateways. What doorways and gateways will you open, beloved ones? How will you find yourself anew? The water is now overflowing from the fountain and flooding through the gateways all around us, through each gateway, opening this doorway on the earth plane, the new earth plane, and flooding with our serpent mothers, our dragon kings and queens, the elven giants, and the inner earth, the middle earth. The unicorns, the fae, swimming, flying, swarming we are. The new human surrogates, the angels of old, magic is our middle name. Let us play in the field of glory. Opening the patchwork quilt of Gaia's garden. We see Eve, we see Adam. Innocent, new, made of the mud of the mother, Mother Gaia Ma. Such a pure, unique creation, she says. And we see the tree of life right next to them, behind them, full of leaves and fruit. Old and wise and secure, anchored with the above and the below. And the trunk that receives all the nourishment from Mother Gaia into the branches, the tips of the leaves, the fruit. And breathe into this as an expression of your truth, your divinity, your tree of life, your Adam and Eve, your Cadeusus of healing, all that there is. Each of you a Cadeusus. Doesn't that make perfect sense? As now we bring into your Cadeusus the lemniscate, the figure 8, overlaying all these dimensions of you, these places of participation. Resurrecting. This unity that knows no bounds, never was forgotten, forsaken, or separated. How will you participate now that you know who you are? How will you belong so newly that you shine and emanate, transparent, radiate? This is so hard. If it is done with joy, why not? Why not add this to the experiment? Let us be joy, fruit, seeds, and perpetual replanting, fertilization, and growth. That this earth has all this to offer as we calibrate to the genius that you are, that you brought here. That you express. A genius you are. Of course. How could you not be? Why would creation make you anything other than supreme? Let us harness all that we have brought here, that we have imbibed and received. Let us bring it even deeper, deeper into the marrow, into the bone, into the crystal, into the waters, creating the crystalline body that can float multidimensionally, reverberate and reflect. As we now see this temple that you are, that's a refractive diamond all around you. This inner Merkaba of a refractive diamond, placed like this giant oval helix vibrational field upon the earth, like a vibrational acupuncture point or a spaceship gem oval diamond into the vortex where you live, into your portal. As we vibrate and sing, expanding our circle into the vortex, our homes, our portals, so that we become a great circle of light over this earth, wherever you may live, from whomever listens to this webinar, that we cover the earth with these gems and they begin to sing and harmonize. So open to all those that need this help and let us send it to them. The earth, the climate, the elements, the water, the air, the fire, the ether, balancing and harmonizing as the peace grows, war fades, greed leaves as it has nothing it doesn't need. We are fed, we are loved, we are at peace, we are harmonious. We are rejuvenating and birthing a spectral peacock light form. Being this peacock now, whew, the energy is amazing. Oh, ciao, ciao, Chiana. Oh, a spectral peacock. Strutting our stuff. Eyes expanded on each feather. Open, full, and proud. Let us bring the eagle feather, the peacock feather, the owl feather into your hearts. And be grateful for all that has come together on this amazing Lionsgate 8-8 journey. And pay tribute and honor each of you and your frequency that contributed to this journey, and to all those that will join at later dates, to all of our family, our loved ones, to a stranger, to someone we don't like, to a lone person, a hurt person, a leader, a mother, a child, a baby. And send your own blessings now as we come to the end of our circle. And you feel this fulfillment of the Lion's Gate giving you the strength, the know-how, the willpower, the aegis, the wisdom, that these Sophia codes continue to ignite, vibrate, circulate through the hemispheres of your brain, through the hemispheres of this earth, breathing with Mother Gaia, the new breath of the new earth, the new masculine, the new feminine, the new baby, the Sarah, the daughter, the son, the Eve. The atom, the tree. The flower of life, the seed of life. Here we are. Blessed be each of you on your journeys. May this feed your soul in magnificent ways. May we join together again on other gateways and teachings. It's my honor and privilege to be your guide. And I'll be here for questions and answers and sharings. Drink a lot of water. You can check out my website, www.anjahlia.com, ANJAHLIA. And the great cosmic mothers wrap their arms around you. The three creation mothers. Blessed be, blessed be, blessed be. So I'm going to stop the recording, but stay here.